News Watch. If it affects Mesa College, it's news to us. KMSA Grand Junction. Welcome to News Watch, with the most comprehensive report of news, weather, and sports on the Mesa College campus, a production of the KMSA News Department.
Good afternoon for Friday, December the 14th, 1984. This is Dan Jester reporting for this semester's final edition of News Watch. Tomorrow, the Mesa College Continuing Education Department will be hosting a seminar on learning teaching styles at the Central High School Auditorium. Anthony Gregork, an international authority teaching style and mediation abilities as practiced in learning, teaching, administration, management, and interpersonal relationships. Gregork is president of Gregork Associates Incorporated, which offers services to education, business, and industry in developing communication and mind skills. Gregork was associate professor at the School of Education at the University of Connecticut. He was also a public school teacher and administrator. Gregork has been a speaker at programs all over the nation, as well as in Canada and Latin America. The one-day session can be taken for credit or as a non-credit class. For more information, you can call the Continuing Education Department at 248-1476 or 248-1252. In keeping with the holiday season, the Mesa College classified staff has organized the Joy of Giving Christmas Drive for today. The drive was scheduled to begin at 8 this morning in the Wingate Room of the College Center. Contributions of non-perishable food items, toys, and cash are to be given to the Salvation Army. Cash contributions were to be mailed or delivered to the school's business office prior to today. The Classified Staff Council is asking that people contribute to others who are less fortunate. Well, we at Newswatch, realizing that Christmas break is nearly here, considered the idea of extending the Christmas break to 2 months, but shortening summer vacation to 2 months as well. Since many students at this point in the fall semester are more than ready to head home for a break, we thought we'd pose the question of lengthening Christmas vacation at the expense of summer vacation. Much to our surprise, however, virtually all of the students we talked to had this to say.
I'm satisfied pretty much the way things are.
I like it the way it is because summers, I don't know, I have more time to do things. And
you like this?
We don't need that much for Christmas.
I am satisfied exactly the way they are, and I think they got Christmas break too long as it is now.
Of course, there were those who didn't really care either way.
It doesn't matter to me. School's school. Yeah.
But of all the people questioned, only one seemed to like the idea. Perhaps it was expected. After all, lengthening Christmas break and shortening the summer vacation may make the skiers happy, but most students enjoy the summer enough to keep the longest vacation under warmer days. Other reasons could be that the students rely heavily on a long summer vacation for internships or summer semester. Whatever, a month off for Christmas appears to be just fine for most students, even at this time when finals are upon us. Well, Kim Gordon says we might have more snow for the weekend. In a minute, she'll give us the details when Newswatch continues.
Newswatch Weekend Weather Update. Weather forecasts, road reports, ski area conditions. Newswatch Weekend Weather Update airs every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8:30 and again at noon. Only on KMSA 91.3 FM Grand Junction. The weather affects you, so it's news to us.
Okay, Kim, why don't you tell us about this wintry weekend we have?
Okay, I'll do just that. The weather forecast for today calls for variable cloudiness with a 30% chance for snow and highs in the mid to upper 30s. Tonight there will be partly cloudy skies with a possibility of isolated showers in the mountains. Lows tonight will be in the teens. And for tomorrow, there will be mostly cloudy skies and a 20% chance for showers. Highs tomorrow will be in the 30s. There is still a traveler's advisory in effect for the southern and eastern parts of the state. And speaking of road conditions, the Colorado State Patrol reports that I-70 in Glenwood Springs is snow-packed. The Eisenhower Tunnel approaches are icy and snow-packed. US 40 Rabbit Ears Pass, Steamboat Springs, and Craig are icy and snow-packed. US 50 Monarch Pass is icy and snow-packed with chains or adequate snow tires required. US 550 Red Mountain Pass is snow-packed and chains or adequate snow tires are needed. US 160 Wolf Creek Pass is snowing, snow-packed, icy, and chains or adequate snow tires are required. Colorado 65 Grand Mesa, and Colorado 139 Douglas Pass are snow-packed, and chains or with snow tires are needed. And Colorado 145 Lizard Head Pass is icy and snow-packed with chains or with snow tires needed. The high for Grand Junction yesterday was 34 degrees, while the overnight low was 23. The high for Colorado yesterday was in Glenwood Springs at 35, while the high for the nation was in Brownsville, Texas at 83. The low for Colorado was in Gunnison at 4 degrees, while the low for the nation was in Fairbanks, Alaska at 37 degrees below zero. Once again, the weather forecast for tonight calls for partly cloudy skies with a possibility of showers in the mountains, and for tomorrow there will be mostly cloudy skies and a 20% chance for showers. In just a minute, Frank Tagader will have the KMSA Sports Report when News Watch continues.
Cole Glacier to the left, Basie to the right. Munson dropping back, a blitz, avoids it, the pass, wide open, Keith Howard, touchdown! Munson, the quarterback, hands off to Russ Hodson, dives, touchdown! With the rebound, a lob to Bob Bells, one man to beat, the shot over Trahern is off the back of the rim, Hawkins with the follow. And Bells will pull things back out, left to Sean Smith, the fake on Trahern, feeds David Bond, reverse slam, yes! Sean Smith with the ball, top of the key, he'll take the shot, got it, a whistle! With runners at second and third, 2 out in the inning, and there's a fly ball to center field by Brett Williamson. Going, home run!
Your station for Mesa College Athletics, KMSA 91.3 FM.
Hi, I'm Dan Reeves, and this is KMSA Grand Junction, home of the Mesa College Athletics.
And now with the sports report, here is Frank Tagader.
Thanks, Kim. We've got basketball for men, basketball for women, and wrestling. If the old saying, practice makes perfect, is true, then the Mesa Mavericks should play flawless basketball. The Mavericks have not had a game in several weeks. Vince Alberta has more.
The Mesa Maverick men's basketball team is anxious to play Metro State next Thursday. The Mavericks have had plenty of time to get ready for the contest. In fact, 16 days. Mesa's last game was on December 4th against Air Force. Mesa coach Doug Skockle says it is difficult to keep a team motivated during the layoff, so Skockle has changed his practice schedule.
The other thing that we do in waiting for this game to come up with Metro State next week is simply to shorten our practices. We go hard, but we're going about 20 to 25 minutes shorter time this week with no games. And we don't want to go the same length of time and tell the players to slack off. We don't believe in that. Basketball's a game of habits, and we want them to go hard the entire time that we go. So we shorten up on the time, and then come Monday, we'll go back to our regular practice routine and get ready for the Metro game.
The Mavericks have an overall record of 2-3. They're 0-1 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Skockle feels as if his team should be 4-1, but he says they're not. And he thinks the preseason has helped his ball club become smarter.
I think the biggest thing that they've learned is the importance of being patient offensively, that we can really dig ourselves in a hole if we come down and shoot the ball too quickly, and because it just seems that when we do that, we don't follow with a good defensive sequence the next time down the floor either.
The Metro State game is scheduled for December 20th in Denver. The Roadrunners have not had a basketball team since 1977. Their record for the season, however, is 4-0. Vince Alberta, News Watch Sports.
The Lady Mavs were hammered in the first 2 games of their 7-game road trip last week. And this weekend, they'll try and break even against Colorado College and Regis. Lou Romono tells us more.
Head coach Jack Scott and his Lady Maverick basketball team are on their way to Colorado Springs to take on Colorado College tonight. Mesa's coming off 2 back-to-back blowouts last weekend, those coming at the hands of DU and the Air Force Academy. Lady Mavs are 3-4 overall and 2-1 in the conference going into tonight's game. Coach Scott says we're just going to have to forget about the past and play good basketball tonight. Saturday night, the team will be in action again, this time against Regis. As far as injuries go, freshman center Kathy Prestel is out with a separated shoulder. She won't make the trip. And Becky Garcia is still recovering from that knee operation. She's due back sometime in January. On the brighter side, junior Becky Curl is now eligible. She will be with the team this weekend. So far, Mesa's 0-2 on their 7-game road trip, so they're looking to even things up. The next contest for Mesa is January 3rd at the Colorado School of Mines. Lou Romano, Newswatch Sports.
Unlike the other sports at Mesa, the wrestling team will not be in action over the Christmas break. The team will practice, however, as the Mavericks hope to recover from a slow start. Jeff McGauflin files this report.
The students at Mesa College are not the only people looking forward to the upcoming break. Mesa wrestling coach Bill Kralichek is hoping his charges can regroup from an 0-4 start. The Mavericks were defeated by Colorado Northwestern Community College last Wednesday by a 26-15 margin. Kralichek says the break from competition will give him a chance to work with his team, as well as get some new faces into the lineup.
Christmas break for us is going to be a period of time where we're going to go back and reteach techniques and get some of our new kids that are in our old school in January, and our ineligible kids, get them in the wrestle-off situation and get our team firmed up for the second half of the season.
With 4 matches and a couple of tournaments already completed, Kralichek is confident that the holiday layoff will not be a problem for his team. He says that although weight watching is common practice for wrestlers, there aren't too many on his team who will be hurt by the break.
Well, the break should be no problem for us maintaining weight, since we're really not pulling anybody with a lot of weight. I'm not a believer in cutting large amounts of weight, even though we've had a couple guys this year due to weight needs for the team to get down the weights.
Kralichek admits that Mesa's schedule this year is a tough one, as the opponents have been mainly NCAA schools. With his team winless in 4 dual meets this season, he thinks that Mesa will eventually benefit from the stiff competition.
Well, I don't think our confidence is lacking. It's keeping us frustrated. I believe that's good for us because it makes us work harder and gives us a bigger challenge. We've also wrestled quite a few NCAA Division I schools down at the Las Vegas tournament, and we're just looking at it as experience and trying to grow and learn from these upper-level competition.
Mesa will return to action on January 12th as the Maverick wrestlers make their first appearance at Saunders Fieldhouse. Mesa hosts both the Air Force Academy and Fort Lewis. Jeff McGauflin, News Watch Sports.
Well, that's sports. Daniel W. Jester will wrap things up right after this. This is the last News Watch for the fall semester. News Watch will be taking a break over the holiday as KMSA will close after this weekend, and Mesa College will not be in session until mid-January. You can still hear Weekend Weather Update tomorrow and Sunday at 8:30 in the morning and again at noon. The weather update will return December 30th, and News Watch will resume operation on January 14th. Join us next semester for a look at campus news, college sports, and a complete weather, road, and ski picture every weekday at 4 on KMSA. Mesa College, it's news to us.
The holiday musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, continues through tonight and will have performances tomorrow afternoon and evening. Tickets for the production are available for this evening's performance at 8 and for tomorrow's performance at 2 and again at 8. Admission for the play is $4 for adults and $1.50 for children for the matinee performance only. The prices for the evening productions are $5 for adults and $2.50 for children and students. The production will be performed in the Walter Walker Theater under the direction of William S. Robinson. Well, that's it for the news today and for 1984. Frank Tagader, Kim Gordon, and myself will be back on January 14th. This has been Dan Jester reporting. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Look at events concerning Mesa College. This has been News Watch, a production of the KMSA News Department.
Hot.